Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be making my WWE 2026 predictions. So in this video I'm going to be predicting pretty much what's going to happen at every WWE Premium Live event. Also some stuff that aren't at Premium Live events, like who's the champion, stuff like that. So let's get into the video. Let's start with the January 5th edition of Monday Night Raw. Before we start, sorry for the bad picture quality, but probably the biggest match of the night is between CM Punk and Braun Breaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. I do actually think Braun Breaker is going to win this match. I also think he could win it, but if they're going to reveal more, like Masked Man made, looking for that, I think the place where they reveal the next one, maybe it like helps Braun Breaker win, and that's another attack on CM Punk, so maybe it like they're going to stomp to Punk or whatever, and then Braun Breaker wins. And maybe it'd be like Montez Ford. A lot of people are saying Montez Ford. Could be Montez Ford. That's, I guess, my prediction. Montez Ford will stomp CM Punk. Braun Breaker won the match, and it's revealed as Montez Ford. So, yeah, I think Braun Breaker wins this match. But it is the only, like, thing where, like, the matches, or some of the matches are confirmed. So the rest I have to, like, predict the match card, too. The other match that is confirmed for this is the women's tag team title between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley against the Kabuki Warriors. For this one, I think Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are going to win, but I don't know. I honestly don't know who's going to win this match, so I'm just going to predict Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. By the way, I'm not going to do NXT Premium Live events, so if you're wondering, I'm not doing NXT Premium Live event. Also, I'm probably going to do a video like a year from now, reacting to this video, seeing how much I got right. We also might skip a few smaller shows just to keep the video a bit shorter. So, yeah, just letting you know. Now moving on to the Royal Rumble. I guess I'm going to predict who's going to win it. But first, I have to tell you something. Something I think could happen in the Royal Rumble, which would be crazy, that if I got it right, would be, so like some point in the Royal Rumble, I'm not sure when, the Vision, like everybody in the Vision would somehow like rig the thing so they would all come out like kind of in a row, or I don't know, something like that. So the Vision would just be like destroying everybody who comes. So they're all standing there waiting for the next person to destroy, so they're just standing there. And then it's Seth Rollins returning from his shoulder injury. And then it's Seth Rollins and he looks at the Vision. And then Austin Theory and Montez Ford, who are working for the Vision, suddenly turn and start attacking the Vision, revealing they were working for Seth Rollins the whole time. I don't really know what would happen next in the Royal Rumble. I don't know if they would eliminate them, but that's my prediction. We'll see if I get it right. And now I'm going to try and predict who's going to actually win the Royal Rumble. Right now I have like two people who I think could, and those are Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. The reason I think Roman Reigns will is because obviously like War Games, like he had that thing with Cody Rhodes. Maybe he could win the Royal Rumble, then face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. The reason Sami, I don't know, maybe just get a push. He hasn't been doing too much on SmackDown recently, so maybe it's a big jump back and he, I don't know, wins the Royal Rumble. But before I tell you who I think I'm going to win the Royal Rumble, who I think is going to win the Royal Rumble, I do think LA Knight, if LA Knight doesn't return on the January 5th edition of Monday Night Raw, I think LA Knight will be returning in the Royal Rumble to a big pop. You'll see, yeah, because like with the injury and they mentioned it, so I think if he doesn't return on the January 5th edition of Monday Night Raw, he's going to return on the Royal Rumble. One other match that I think could happen at the Royal Rumble is the women's tag team match, maybe a TLC, because like all the women's tag teams are feuding right now, so that'd be cool. And now, who I think is going to win the Royal Rumble, I think Roman Reigns will win the Royal Rumble. I would not be surprised if Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble. Three people I'd say have a little bit of a chance. LA Knight, because obviously he returned. I do not think he'll win the Royal Rumble. Another one is if the thing with the Vision doesn't happen, I think Braun Breaker could win the Royal Rumble. Also, if Obafemi hasn't debuted yet, maybe Obafemi could debut in the Royal Rumble. And if Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble, I'm going to stop watching WWE forever. Anyway, let's move on to the next PLE, which is Elimination Chamber in Chicago. I don't know if WWE is going to do anything big with CM Punk because it's in Chicago. Maybe after Braun Breaker beats CM Punk, CM Punk could win Elimination Chamber and maybe face Braun Breaker maybe face Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. I just realized I forgot to talk about the Women's Royal Rumble. So I'm just going to give you the top 3 people I think could win it. Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, and Tiffany Stratton or Bianca Belair. There you go. But I do think Liv Morgan is going to win it and then face Stephanie Vaquer at WrestleMania. And why did I say Jade Cargill? She's literally holding the championship. But let's go back to Elimination Chamber. I do think CM Punk is probably going to win, face Braun Breaker at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight. I don't know who else is going to be in the match, so yeah. Except I think maybe Randy Orton could be in it instead of Jey Uso. And then for the Women's Royal Rumble, I have no idea who's going to be in it, so I'm just going to pick like Tiffany Stratton or someone to win it. I also think very small chance AJ Lee, maybe, Chicago. I also have no idea whether Seth Rollins is going to be on this show. And now the big one, WrestleMania. Let's start with the people I predicted to win the Royal Rumble. I predicted Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble. I do think Roman Reigns will face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for the undisputed WWE Championship. And then I think I predicted Liv Morgan to win the Royal Rumble. So I think she'll challenge Stephanie Vaquer and win the Women's World Championship. And then I predicted CM Punk to win the Men's Elimination Chamber, and I think he'll probably face Braun Breaker at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then I think I predicted Tiffany Stratton or AJ Lee to win the Elimination Chamber. They'll face probably Jade Cargill. But now I'm going to talk about some other matches I think will happen. One of them is Gunther against AJ Styles. I think this will probably be AJ Styles' last match. Then Gunther can retire AJ Styles, be the person who retires everybody. I don't know what Seth Rollins would do on this show. I would assume Seth Rollins would be on this show, but I can't really think of a match for him, so yeah. I mean, maybe he could face LA Knight, but he was feuding with them before, but I don't know. He's not part of the vision. I don't know, maybe. I also feel like Brock Lesnar needs to be on the show, but I don't know where they would fit Brock Lesnar in, so I'm just going to predict that he's going to somehow be on the show. Another thing that I could predict happening is Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. I think they could say let's have a match, see who's better, and then they'll have a match at WrestleMania. So yeah, I think that could happen. And I can't really think of any other matches, even though I know there will be. So yeah, that's it for WrestleMania. And I'm pretty sure we just skipped a lot of PLEs, but this video is already pretty long. We're probably just gonna go into Money in the Bank. So yeah, we're moving on to SummerSlam. One match that I think maybe could happen, I actually don't know, because I feel like at some point, Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, and Montez Ford have to feud with the Vision, but I don't know when they would do that. If they don't all feud at SummerSlam, maybe Seth Rollins could have a match with Logan Paul or something. And then maybe during the match, boom, Roman Reigns, music hits his first appearance since WrestleMania. I don't know if he would have won the championship, but his first appearance at WrestleMania, and then he'd have a feud with Seth Rollins, maybe. Another thing is that maybe after the match between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, they would start to have a feud, and then they'd have a match at SummerSlam. Hopefully that'd be a good match, but yeah, maybe that would happen. Maybe another thing that could happen is after Liv Morgan, I would say probably wins the Women's World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Maybe she could have a match against Raquel Rodriguez, maybe. Because Raquel Rodriguez right now is having a match with between Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer for the championship. So maybe after Liv Morgan wins it, Raquel Rodriguez could go after the championship. I don't think she wins, but maybe. I don't know. Also, one thing that I didn't mention before is I think after WrestleMania or some point, one of the smaller shows I didn't mention on this video, there could be a feud between the Vision and Seth Rollins, Montez Ford, and Austin Theory. So maybe that could happen. But I can't think of any more matches for SummerSlam, so we're going to move on to the last show of this video, Money in the Bank. And now for the last show of this video, Money in the Bank, September 6th, I did mention at SummerSlam, I think Roman Reigns could come out during the Seth Rollins-Logan Paul match. So I think maybe Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns could have a crazy good match at Money in the Bank. I think that would be pretty cool. Now I'm going to talk about the Money in the Bank match. I think the person I think will win is, I think Dominic Mysterio will win. I think it'll be good for him to have it because I think he'll be faced by then, but he still has that heel in him, I guess. And the reason I said I think he'll still have that heel in him, I also heard this from other people too. I I feel like it's better for a heel to have Money in the Bank. But yeah, I think Dominic Mysterio will probably win. One person I hope will be in the match is Javon Evans. Imagine Javon Evans in a ladder match or a Money in the Bank match. That'd be crazy. And let's talk about the women's Money in the Bank match. I think probably Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, maybe Io Sky could be in it. Or maybe they're like one poor person short, and then Naomi returns, and then Naomi's in the match. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe she could hold Money in the Bank 2 years in a row. I don't know. I mean, the first time she didn't really get a proper reign because she was pregnant, so I don't know, maybe. I don't really know, so that's my prediction, Naomi. But that's where we're going to end. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Part 2 coming. I don't know about soon, but, part 2 is coming. So, see ya.